Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is an eyebrow tutorial mainly for beginners. If you're a beginner and you're still finding it difficult to perfect your brows, watch this video closely and trust me, you would learn a lot from this video. So let's get right into it. All you need is a spoolie brush, which is used to brush eyebrows, and then you need an edge control. Use a clear edge control or hair wax or brow gel. I'm using this olive oil edge control for my brows today, and then a setting powder. Use any setting powder or pressed powder. And also you need an eye pencil. Always use a sharpened eye pencil. Emphasize on a sharpened eye pencil. You also need a concealer. Use the concealer to shade lighter than your skin tone, and then a foundation. Make sure your foundation is your perfect shade. Start prepping your brows. Use a spoolie brush to brush your eyebrows and keep hair in place, and then you go in to shape your eyebrows with a razor blade. Be gentle with that so you don't hurt yourself. Next, for the lower part of your brows, start from the inner corners to the arc and tail of your brows. Do the same for the upper part of your brows, but curve down from the arc to the tail. Pro tip: your brow bone is where to arc and also highlight your brows. Brush brows with pulley brush and you should have something like this. Do the same thing for the other brow. Pro tip: always ensure your brows are well shaped before drawing. Remove excess hair from brow bone area and then you use a spoolie brush to put hair back in place. You should have something like this after shaping your brows. Next thing, you apply edge control. Use your spoolie brush to scoop out small amounts of edge control and then you apply it gently on brows. Brush through eyebrow with spoolie brush. Use your hands to press hair down. After that, for someone like me that have full brows, I like to use this technique. It just helps keep my hair in place and give me that sleek brows. So you do the same thing for the other brow. With your spoolie brush, apply a small amount of edge control. Use your hands to press hair onto your skin. You should have something like this. Apply setting powder with a blending brush. That's the next step. Dust off excess powder and apply little amount on brows. Blend out. Do the same on the other brow. Setting powder helps take out the excess oil in the brow areas, which makes it easier to draw. The next step, you outline your brows. Use a sharpened eye pencil to outline your brows. Always do that, please, from the starting point to the arc and to the tail. Tilt your pencil from the corner of your eyes closest to your ear to locate your brow tail. From the starting point to the arc and to the tail. That's how you outline your brows. And then you begin to outline the lower part of your eyebrow from the starting point to the arc and to the tail. With a light stroke, outline from the arc to the tail. Outline the upper part of your brow from the start point to the arc and to the tail. Then you leave a little bit of space and you start outlining. When outlining the upper part, curve on your brow bone opposite the lower arc. With a light stroke, drag to the tail. With a sharpened eye pencil, begin to fill in brows with a light stroke. Fill in the brows, start to fill from the tail. Use a lighter stroke to fill the starting points. It makes your brows look natural. Your brows should look like this when you're done. Gently brush brow with a spoolie brush. Use the same pattern for the other brow from the start point to the arc and to the tail. And remember, you can always tilt your eye pencil to know where your brow should stop. From the inner corners to the arc and to the tail. Outline your brow. Lower part of the brow is done. Outline the upper part of your brow from the start to the arc and to the tail. Always remember, from the starting points to the arc and to the tail, that's where you outline your brow. So you gently do that. Brows can never be the same. Always try to make sure both brows are close to being alike. Begin to fill in brows from the tail. Use light strokes to fill in the brow, and then you use lighter strokes in the starting points to make it look natural. Go in to use a spoolie brush to put hair in place, and then you do the same thing for the other brow. You should have something like this. Next step, you conceal eyebrows. Always use a flat concealer brush to conceal. Use the concealer to shade lighter than your skin tone to highlight your brow bone area. Blend concealer with a brush on the surface. I'm using my LA Girl Pro concealer in shade Toffee. Start concealing from the arc. Blend out excess concealer on eyelid. Gently conceal your outlined eyebrow. Pro tip: if you want a smaller brow, shape your brow smaller and outline a small shape and conceal. Next, use your foundation shade to conceal the inner corners of your brow. I like to draw big brows because I like my natural brows fuller. Use your foundation for the brow tail, and then you blend in. Go over the highlighted area with your brush and blend concealer in. Step 8. Beauty blender. Use a damp beauty blender to blend concealer in. I forgot to mention earlier, beauty blender is a requirement as well. Gently press in products, do not drag. Make sure it is well blended. Next step, foundation. Use your foundation shade on top of the brow. From where you outlined, blend out excess foundation. Gently follow the outline and conceal. And then you curve from opposite the arc. Drag down to the tail. Blend in foundation with concealer brush. Going over my brow one more time. Use a beauty blender to blend in excess concealer and foundation. Do the same on the other brow. Start by concealing the arc with the concealer. Use your foundation shade for the inner corners and the tail. Blend in the product on eyelid. Conceal upper part with your foundation shade as done in the first brow. You can always bend your hand when concealing. Be flexible with the brush. Gently follow the outline. Drag out excess products if any. Always know where to curve your brows. Opposite the arc, that's where you curve the upper part of your brow. And I'm just going over to conceal my brow to my desired shape. Blend in concealer with damp beauty blender. Next step, blend. Use the blending brush as shown to blend excess products around the brows. Your eyebrows should look something like this. If you don't want it too dark, you can brighten your brows with your pressed or setting powder. Use a fluffy brush as shown and apply small amount of powder on both brows. Notice the difference. Next step, apply powder. With your powder shade, blend in powder on eyelids with a fluffy brush. And then your eyebrows is all done. Guys, this is the final result, and like I said earlier, it's a simple eyebrow tutorial and it's beginners friendly. Drop a comment if you learned something from this and give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and more makeup tips. Thanks for watching.